Good morning, everyone. Today is June 9th, 2020. It's 10 a.m. We're here for the Hunt County Commissioner Court regular session. This meeting will be conducted by telephone or video conference in order to advance public health goals, social distancing, smoke spread, corona, COVID-19 due to COVID-19 crisis. Governor's orders regarding social distancing, special rules issued by the state regarding open meetings. There will be no public access on right. We'll have public comments during the meeting. If you go to our website, county.net, you'll see a place where you can email in your comment. If you wish to talk to us in the meeting, leave the phone number. Someone will call you during the meeting. At this time, I'll call the meeting to order. First on stand, I can reach the prayer call. Most gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful day. Thank you for the country to live in. Each and every one in our community and around the country. If we live through friendly times, we ask you to take control of these times. I believe that the United States of America, the Republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, never change. Honor the pledge and allegiance. You. Time to come, we'll have roll call. We got Commissioner Evans, Strait, Harrison here, Commissioner Martin, not present. I'm presiding on the meeting. Commissioner, you have the minutes of May 26th, regular session in front of you. I'll entertain a motion for approval. Second. Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is public testimony. I'm going to allow some time for citizens to go to our website, huntcounty.net, and put in any phone number, call for us to call you, comment, and or send us an email. Answer, answer things. Commissioners, we have in front of consent calendar. May entertain a motion except number 3, entertain a motion approval consent calendar with provision that number 3 is to passage. Motion second, any discussion? All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Do it. And item number 3 is 3,000 scan appropriation of the microfiche machine and action item number 1, resolution extending or modifying 28 2020 COVID-19 related resolution and social distancing guidelines transcript. What is the date? Is 99. Got any questions?
We hold it.
Or
Can't we wait?
we got to follow the governor. I mean, all we're doing is follow. We're just renewing it. All we're doing. We can't do anything supersede him. If we okay, look at you fine. Yes, we're just following.
Like everything.
Oh, it does. I'm glad. Can't agree with you.
Okay.
Okay, no question. No, entertain motion for approval action item number one.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, number two, recorder report. East Texas Children's Museum, y'all read your packet, everything on.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next item number three, good possible hiring.
Couple of years, we've done quite a few different abatement agreements, including three on three small 1 megawatt solar stations. What we're talking about here is something that is much bigger than, when I come around, there about doing a pilot agreement instead of a tax abatement agreement. They basically work the same way, right? Rather than pay taxes, they pay certain during the same general period. There's some legal issues with things that we talk about in executive session. Many of the larger solar plants in the state are now moving to this model for various different reasons. And so we, I know that Belltown Power is here today to talk about it. We would have to, if there's probably not a 45-day time window, if we do hire agreement, two things that have to happen. Number one, tax abatement, publication. And so we can, at the meeting about 45 days from now, if the commissioners want to move forward, we can get all done in between now and then. Basically put this pilot together.
Okay. All right, Lloyd or Austin, y'all come up and state your name and address for the record, please.
Perfect. Yes, hi, my name is Lloyd. I'm with Belltown Power, Texas, and this is Austin Willis. I'm also with Belltown Power, Texas. We're in Farmers Branch, Texas. That's where we have our office. It's 13612 Midway, Suite 200.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I appreciate you having us here today under some unusual circumstances. I think the thought when we talked with Judge Stroke a couple weeks ago on the phone is for us to come here, tell you a little bit about kind of the process that we go through, a little bit about Belltown Power, Texas, and then certainly answer any questions that we have. Hopefully as we can proceed down this path and enter into some discussion exactly what Daniel discussed about some sort of 312 agreement that helps us ultimately get financing. So let me start by telling you a little bit about this. Again, we're headquartered in Dallas, been in operation for almost 4 years now, solely focused on utility scale solar. Within the ERCOT. So what that means is ERCOT is essentially the transmission grid operator here in Texas. Utility scale definition is what Daniel said, kind of projects bigger than one. Project that we're talking about today is 50 megawatts. It's located in Quinlan ISD, just outside of Cache, Texas. I think it's in Commissioner Martin's precinct 3. It's on about 285 acres. So that kind of gives you an idea of the scale of kind of what we're trying to accomplish. That 50 megawatts would then ultimately be put back into the utility grid here in Texas. And ideally what we're working on now is some agreements with some local providers to keep that power within. So that's certainly the next step for us. Part of what we attempt to do is work on developing a project we has benefits for citizens of Texas from the standpoint of lowering power prices. Solar is pretty, obviously it's renewable power, but it's also a fairly cheap source of power as well. Our strategy has been to, bring that power closer to where people live, which cuts down on transmission relocation. And then certainly try to put together a package that works for folks that are building the project themselves, but also works for the county. In this case, the 50 megawatt project, kind of a good rule of thumb, $50 million investment into the county. And so if you think about the taxes that are being brought on that 285 acres a day, that land is sitting in agricultural use. It's ag exempt. So there's not a lot of dollars that are being generated. Certainly, as we go down or changing that out of ag to a commercial use project, we believe there's benefits for the county. Kind of obviously depend on kind of what abatement level or agreement come to. We believe that's anywhere between 8-9 million to the various taxing jurisdictions, primarily the schools. Quinlan ISD would probably be the biggest beneficiary of that, roughly in the $5-6 million range. The county certainly would be a portion of that. I think the hospital.
So are you referring to the latter?
That's for the life of the project, and really the way these things work with some of the federal, I'll call it some rules around accounting. Essentially, the value of the project then 10 years. The way to depreciation works, it's an accelerated depreciation. Federal so really, that first 10-year period, you see the vast kind of gets to a limitation after about 10 years, kind of lines the taxes for essentially years 10 through 30. It's typically a 30-year life of project. But again, the value taxing amount is predominantly. So that's kind of a little bit about this, a little bit about kind of the project that we're hoping to bring to the county. A little bit, I think, about the benefits that would be brought to the county and from a taxing perspective. So I'll kind of stop there, and certainly I don't know if we're up to questions if you guys think about this. Certainly, hopefully we'd love to further engage you guys on that pilot agreement. I think Daniel right at the end a preferred approach we've seen come more in. I think I'll let Daniel talk about legal aspects of it. I think our experience has been that counties like the pilot approach. It does a couple of things. One is talking about that depreciation. It essentially kind of flattens revenue, gives you predictability, ability to budget. I also think it allows the county flexibility in the way it's funded. So again, at the right time, we talk about the difference between pilot versus straight agreement. That seems to be the way most counties are approaching this.
You already heard.
So we have not the two landowners for this. We have entered into long-term leases for both of these projects. So the land is pretty typical in the solar industry for two reasons. One is the capital outlay that goes on purchasing the project, as well as so a lot of cases we've been working on this for 2 years. So a lot of them sell their property on, looking to extend that out for a 3 or 4 year purchase option. The second reason is because in most cases, people look at the lease as a form of revenue over the term of the land, and then ultimately, when the project is terminated, they still own the land to do pass down for generations in their family, etc. So I'd say the vast majority of solar projects in Texas, and for that matter in the United States, are long-term leases. And yes, we have entered into a lease for both projects.
For the whole term?
Correct, yes.
Is there decommission agreements in there? Who's going to take care of cleaning up the place?
There are, yes. There are restoration clauses that require us to put up a bond for the decommissioning of the project.
Well, you said you've been working on it for 2 years. What kind of time frame are you looking at kicking off?
Yeah, so really the development term is really driven by a couple things. One, and the biggest one, is ERCOT. So I'd say getting the interconnection application
together placed, some studies that have to happen. We are about 30 days away from wrapping up that study process. The utility in this case is Rayburn Electric, so a local utility. At that point, we would be looking to kind of finalize our financing, one of which would be putting, a tax abatement hopefully in place that allow us to have a compelling, offering for the tax equity folks, which is how these solar projects get the federal tax credit. And so, our thought right now would be that this project would come online sometime either at the end of 2021 or at the beginning of 2022. Typically, what that would mean is that we would start construction. It takes about a year. So we would be looking to, let's call it over the next 6 months, kind of get our ducks in a row from a standpoint of financing, tax equity, wrapping up the final development tasks, starting construction in the fall of 2020. With about a year construction, which would take you to kind of fall of 2021. And then there's some ERCOT commissioning tasks that would, may be able to get done in 2021, but, could slip into 2022. And not giving away too much, but really in Texas, the goal is to try to beat a summer when power prices are typically higher, when the sun is shining better for solar projects. So that would certainly be the goal.
And some of the power that you guys produce is going to stay locally? Is that what you were saying?
That's the intent, yes. I mean, we're working with 2 off-takers right now. And yes, I can tell you that would be the plan in both cases.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. And we're available, anytime, to, further another conversation or talk to Daniel or however you guys
Sure.
would like us to proceed.
Do we need them to stay around for executive session? Will you have any discussion? Not for them? Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank y'all
Perfect.
for,
We appreciate your time.
thank you for coming over. All right, so no action will need to be taken on this. Okay, action item number 4, a request for additional budgetary authority for expenses related to the 2019-2020 County Clerk Archive Plan due to the unforeseen added expenses for advanced remediation and preservation of 15,102 pages with extensive mold and the additional amount of $105,227.20 to be paid out of the County Clerk Preservation Fund. Jennifer, you need to tell us anything or? And
That, y'all had approved my archive plan
right.
this budget, and they came and picked up the books. And in looking at those books, once they got them to their site, they have found extensive mold that it's going to take advanced remediation and preservation on those pages at additional costs.
Okay. Any questions, commissioners? Not, I entertain a motion for approval of action item number 4.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 5, a proposed permit application for mobile food units in Hunt County. Richard Hill.
Good morning, commissioners. Basically, this is something we haven't experienced in Hunt County. We saw it coming to the Metroplex. Mobile food vendors are the new norm with all the building and construction in Hunt County. We've already had these people. They got real heavy in January. Of course, the COVID crisis has slowed it down, but as soon as this is over, it'll be strong again. People wanting to bring mobile food trucks into various areas of the county, especially where there's construction with these new homes. We have actually been out and visited with some of them and told them, warned them that sooner or later we would be doing a permit system. We have modeled this after the city of McKinney's, and we've looked at other health departments. As y'all know, that every mobile food truck that operates in Hunt County will have to be permitted by the Hunt County Health Department due to state regulations. The only other permit, of course, entity that would have anything to do would be the city of Greenville if they choose to do that. But we do everything for the city of Commerce, Caddo Mills and all that. We do everything but the city of Greenville. Are there any questions related to our proposed permit?
Commissioners?
Who would be the one inspecting these mobile food?
By law, it would be a registered sanitarian or RS. We currently have one, Deborah Wonky, and she would be inspecting it. David Jones would be assisting her because of the fire prevention and the fire inspection. And the way most cities and counties do this, Commissioner Strait, instead of you chasing the food truck down, we set up a week or something, and we actually, hopefully with the parking lot across the street won't be busy, and actually do appointments. They would bring the food trucks in. We would go out to them and do the inspection. And then they would be, when they pay their appropriate fees, we would issue them a decal. And most of your places do food trucks every 6 months.
Okay.
Permit lasts that long?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
permit would last 6 months.
So every
yes.
6 months, they'd be required to come in and be inspected.
They would be required, and being we're just starting this out, we would prorate that. In other words, someone, if we said it's gonna be January 1st and July 1st,
Yeah.
someone permits in September, we're just gonna charge them what's left of that.
Okay.
And get everybody on the same side.
Would y'all be doing random inspections that if you saw them out on the site somewhere?
Yes, yes, sir, Judge. And also, we're gonna be making visits to make sure that the food trucks operating in Hunt County are permitted by Hunt County.
Right.
And I guess they don't have to notify where they're gonna be or anything. They just show up and go, whether it's Commerce or Quinlan or.
And that's where,
Caddo.
Commissioner Harrison, we're wanting to go with this decal, where our officers can easily walk up, look at the decal, and then ask for the paperwork.
Gotcha.
And, of course, City of Commerce will be a little different. Once they permit through us, they won't have to get any additional health permit for the City of Commerce.
Any other questions?
Did everyone notice what we wanted to charge? Okay. The city of McKinney actually charges $500 every 6 months. So we have thought about, starting this program off with $240 every 6 months.
That's fine.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Richard. If there's no other discussion, I'll entertain a motion for action item number 5.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second for approval, action item number 5. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 6, the purchase and installation of a new video magistrate system for Hunt County Justice of the Peace offices from Net Protect LLC in the amount of $600 per month. Initial service term is 12 months. Currently, it'll be funded through the COVID-19 expense. Commissioners, we've been, the Supreme Court has shut down all our court systems pretty much, but the magistrate duties that the JPs have, this will keep them from having to go down in the jail and have face-to-face or any interaction with the inmates. That also allow them to, do it from home where they don't even have to come in and interact with anyone in their office or whatever.
This will cover all JPs, correct?
Correct. Yeah. All JPs will have the ability to use it. Well, matter of fact, all the judges in the courthouse
Okay.
will be able to do it. The difference in this, in the Zoom that the district and county court law courts are using, is this has a better, or actually has a document handling process, paperless, where the Zoom, the current system the other courts are using, there's no document handling. You have to scan it and bring it in or whatever. This one handles the paperwork for them. The district judges said they would use it some for the document handling, but they won't be using it all the time. I haven't had any feedback from the county court law judges, but the district judges said they won't use it a lot, but they'll be using it some. So I think that we're going to eventually put it in the IT budget. Is that what we decided to do? Or have networking system? Yeah. Okay. So because it's going to be shared by all the courts, we didn't want to put it under one budget. Got any questions, commissioners? Not, I entertain a motion of approval of action item number 6.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 7, the request for road frontage variance on County Road 2738 Precinct 2. Mark Moss, did he call in or? I haven't heard from him. Anybody heard from him? Commissioner, I think he had, is this for one of these tracks or two? I believe he had two tracks that had 60 foot of frontage.
There's 2 tracks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's your precinct, isn't it?
Yes.
Commissioner?
I just think something else needs to be done about this. That's a 60-foot wide, flag lot. Thank you.
Right,
Good
yeah.
Thanks word, flag lot. And, of course, we're trying to get away from those.
It's a clear violation to me of our subdivision rules. So.
Yes.
Do we need to take just no action, turn it down, or vote to? Okay. So, all right, we'll skip it and we'll come back after executive session. Action item number 8, the upgrade of approximately 2,240 feet of County Road 1048 from dirt to rock.
I would make a motion to approve this as the money's in escrow.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 9, the upgrade of approximately 1,150 feet, County Road 1094 from dirt to rock, precinct 1.
Make a motion to approve this upgrade as the money's in escrow.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Upgrade of approximately 675 feet of County Road 1137 from dirt to rock, precinct 1.
Make a motion to approve this upgrade as the money's in escrow.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 11, the upgrade of approximately 570 feet of County Road 4702 from dirt to rock, precinct 4.
Make a motion to approve this upgrade monies in escrow.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 12, I think we'll skip it and talk about it after executive session also. Action item number 13, the final plat of Halcone Estates in precinct 2.
Yeah, I make a motion, we approve the Halcyon Estates final plat.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 14, Commissioner Martin had asked that I make a phone call this morning, and if I didn't get some feedback from them, that we should table this one. So we'll just table action item 14. I got a hold of them, and they didn't provide me with the information Philip needed. So we'll table it, put it on old business probably for next meeting, table it for old business. Approval of accounts payable.
Make a motion, we pay the bills.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of line item transfers.
Make a motion to approve the line item budget transfers.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of budget amendments.
Make a motion to approve the budget amendments.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of payroll and personnel. James Hendricks, Department's Jail, effective date 6/4/20. Resigned. Brian Durst, District Attorney's Office, effective date 5/29/2020. Resignation. Pablo Garcia, Hunt County Attorney Office, effective date 6/8/2020. This was a correction of a start date. I think we approved this last time, but it had a different start date for this meeting. Christy Wooten, County Clerk, effective June 5th, 2020, raised from $49,598, effective June 5th, 2020. Gloria Hinosa, and whatever she said. He knows. Okay. County clerk, hourly rate is to be raised to $41,257 effective June 5th, 2020. Mitzi Lutz, county clerk, hourly rate, salary $34,902 effective June 5th, 2020. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. This time I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session under items number 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 4, and 8. How about 6 too? We need to talk about that. Odyssey. Okay.
So moved.
All right. Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second?
Second.
All right. Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. This time we'll be in executive session. We ready? Okay. All right. We're back in regular. If I don't hear a motion, it dies for lack of a motion. Action item, number 12, we'll, organize Commissioner Special Work Crew to include budgeting personnel and equipment. We'll move that to old business to be taken up at the next meeting. And with that, if there are any other comments, did we have any public comments that we need? None? Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're now adjourned at 11:45.